one thing that happened is Twitter is blaming DC Young Fly for his lady passing. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I don't know who is in control of the Instagram page or the YouTube page or the Facebook page, but there's a video, and I'm about to play that real quick. Y'all got to get these likes up. Y'all hit the like button so I can play this video. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. A video surfaced. You know how videos be surfacing, right? A video surfaced where DC Young Fly and, you know, the guys that he's with made comments, negative comments pertaining to BBLs, BBL surgery, right? And Twitter, I think, seen the video, or it was before the video. Twitter is saying that if he doesn't like BBLs, if he doesn't like women who, get surgery, why would his woman go get the surgery, right? And it was like they were blaming him. Or let me just play this video. Let me just play the video. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, hit the like button. Let me just play this video, because for them to just blame this man is crazy. Hit the like button, y'all.
Not the deep ones.
Okay, right here, they're talking about BBL surgery, and they're making jokes about it, which I don't see nothing wrong with it. But go ahead, let's watch.
Nigga love scratch marks.
Not the deep ones. No, not the deep ones.
I like deep ones.
You got to lay on that stomach, my boy. You
I'll never count them out. The ones who stomach
like
a
dirty
pack of
clothes.
noodles.
There's a lot of shit going on, man.
When that stomach like a pack of noodles, you
Yeah.
gotta fuck with.
Fuck this nigga talking about, man. That thickness had to come from somewhere, man. That's what they get
That nigga
that's
stole
what
like
they
a
get
pack.
BBL. That's that BBL stuff.
Yeah, when that stomach like a pack of noodles right there in the front.
They just crushed it up.
It be soft, that meat be soft.
man.
Balled up paper bags.
Act like you know me.
That's that tummy tuck stuff.
You ever seen
Right.
one, like you can tell the stomach was stretched? You like,
I
ooh.
don't like that.
You
Oh,
like,
you
what
talking
that
about
shit?
that? You talking
They stretched the fuck out that skin. They had you in that motherfucker.
He talking about that shit. You see that, right?
No, they take the extra skin
And they put it in their
stretch
jeans.
it.
No, they put it in their jeans.
They do.
They put it in their jeans.
No, that's the thing. See, they pull it down.
They
Then
pull it up. They pull it up. Nigga,
I thought
that shit
they
be
pulled it
stretched.
down.
They pull it up, they pull it
Whatever
down.
they do, they
strap it
take that
down.
shit
Yeah,
and they
stretch it and
pin
then
the
they
skin back together.
And then they cut some out and then they just piece it back there. Then they make the little navel like a booty hole.
So, as y'all see, they're making fun of BBLs, right? And I don't see anything wrong with just having a conversation about something that we don't necessarily like, or we don't necessarily approve of, or we don't necessarily understand.
Bitch went and got a BBL and got back fat.
Bitch done put a booty in her stomach.
It got a booty hole in the middle of
Bitch got 2 booty holes.
Did you just pull out your navel?
Okay, so that was a video. And before we get started, we're gonna read these Twitter messages. But before we get started, let's get the contributions going. Either for those who don't know, I just came out with a card game. It's a dating card game that would help anybody date better, whether you're a man or a woman. The link to that the link to the buy the card game is in the chat, in the top of the chat. And also my Cash App is Aaron1000. What's up, Shira? And also drop a super chat if you have a comment or if you would actually like to come up. So hold on, let me do this before we get too far in the video. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button.
Is meant to give you and other players Deeper Discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationships, when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group, so have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad. What is the most annoying attribute about the opposite sex?
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards.
And you can fix yourself and
And
figure out the why.
The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out. after you-
durable.
Okay, so if you have not already bought your card game, a lot of you have. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. So a couple y'all, y'all have different ways of seeing this whole BBL situation. And that's the reason why I think tonight is so important for us to discuss the 2 sides of this conversation. So me in particular, I said earlier that I wanted to make some changes in what I do. And the thing that I want to make changes about is calling women fat, right? One of the things that a lot of men do as far as content creators, we call women fat, right? We make fun of women's bodies. And I'm not saying it's wrong, because I believe as a community, it's important for us to make changes, whether it's a man or a woman. So if it's a man and he says out of his mouth that he has trouble finding a woman and he's fat, first thing I'm gonna say is go to the gym and get rid of the fat. Same thing with a woman. If a woman says she has trouble getting a man, I'm going to say the same thing to her. Get in the gym, stop eating stupid mess, and stop being fat, right? But there's a problem to that also. I, as an individual, have to take into account the many other people that will call that same woman fat. And because of that, that could potentially cause a lazy woman. We're not talking about Jacky O. We just talk about the typical overweight woman. If the typical overweight woman, everybody hit the like button, y'all. If the typical overweight woman is lazy, because if you're overweight, you're either, or one of the 2 things, you're eating crap over and over and over again, and you're gaining weight, and you're not going to the gym. Me telling you that you're fat is not going to push you to go to the gym, because you're already inherently lazy, or you're already you have these habits of eating bad foods. So if you were to go to the gym without any specific instructions, you're still going to be fat after 3-4 months being in the gym, because you're most likely still going to have the same bad eating habits. And for those who don't know, you it's really simple. You lose weight by not eating so much. It's really common sense. So if you go to the gym and you still eating stupid stuff and sugary foods and ice cream and chicken and all this other stuff, fried chicken in the middle of the night, instead of going to bed at 8 and don't eat until like a lot of intermittent fasting, is a lot of different things that go on when it comes to weight loss. me telling a woman to go to the gym and lose some weight isn't necessarily going to help her. So anytime that I say something about a fat woman that needs to go to the gym, I'm still going to say it, but I'm going to take time out and have a conversation about how a fat woman can actually go to the gym and what may be in the way of the fat woman not losing weight and needing to go to the gym. And this isn't about Jacky O, because Jacky O looked great, but just the thought process of a fat woman or a fat man needs to be addressed in a bigger, and I don't mean that trying to be funny, in a more open way. Get your fat ass, go to the gym. That's not helping nobody. So we still need to have these conversations, but we have to go farther down the rabbit hole to help somebody who is fat, to help somebody who does have a problem with eating badly or whatever. Because two things are going to happen. One, that woman can turn around and just get more sad, more upset, and more spiteful and more angry. Or in Jacky O's situation, she may feel compelled to say, man, I ain't trying to go to the gym. I'm tired of everybody talking about me. I'm tired of everybody calling me fat. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. And then just go get a BBL or either a mommy makeover. So when it comes to situations like this Jacky O tragedy, we have to look at things and say, okay, we lost one of ours, right? Jacky O was not a fat woman. She was a beautiful woman. So if beautiful women, because to a certain degree, the women that are getting the BBLs are actually the beautiful women. Put a one in the chat if you agree with that. Or am I seeing something? So I'm going to ask this again. Do you think it's true that the main women who are getting BBLs are the beautiful women that are not fat? Put a one in the chat if you agree. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Am I wrong or whatever? Put a one in the chat if you agree that the majority of the women that are getting these BBLs are already attractive. All right, so I got the ones. BBL is Brazilian butt lift. Is women is literally is more than a BBL. A Brazilian is not more. It's not just about your butt. It's a BBL is fat transfer. So a woman is usually has a belly right here and no butt. So they turn around and suck all this out. So you like this, and then they put it in your butt. That's kind of like what a BBL is, right? But depending on who the woman is, this is traumatic to a woman's body. It sounds simple. Suck stuff out of here, and now you like that, and put in your butt. But what people don't realize is when you add a foreign substance, because it's stomach fat going into your butt, so that means it's foreign. Your body has departments, all right? You got a brain, you got heart, you got your legs. It's different departments in your body, right? So you can't take brain matter and stick it in your elbow, because the white blood cells in your elbow are going to be like, what the hell is this, right? So your body has thousands of departments that your white blood cells are in charge of. So when you start taking something from one part of your body and put it in a different department of your body, the white blood cells that run that department are going to attack the new foreign substance. It's not going to say, oh, okay, this comes from accounting. No, it's your body. So with all that being said, fat transfer, as simple as it may sound, can be life-threatening. So for any of you women who feel the need or feel the want to go get a BBL and think it's just like, oh, I'm just going to get fat transfer. This is a certain amount of physical trauma that you're going through. This is invasive surgery, and you can literally lose your life. And somebody asked what happened to DC. His kid's mom, he has 3 beautiful kids from her. Jacky from Wild 'N Out, she passed away. And I think the whole BBL, the whole fat this, the whole fine this, the whole Instagram model, all this stuff needs to be discussed. Because I think instead of blaming DC Young Fly, blaming Jacky blaming black women, blaming insecurities, blaming black men for calling women fat, we have to sit down and figure out how we can figure this out, because women are losing their lives left and right. So we about to read these Twitter these. Let me play. Hold on, let me play something real quick. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. And I need you to contribute to the channel. I'm going to read super chats in a minute, but I need 9 more contributors. One person has already contributed. You can contribute by either buying my card game, dropping a super chat, or Cash App. Cash App is Aaron1000. Hold on. I'm trying to find something real quick that will give you a better understanding or a deeper understanding of the severity of what a lot of these women are doing to themselves. So y'all hit the like button while I look for this video, because this is a very important video if I can find it. Here it is. All right, here it is. Watch this video. Hit the like button. Watch this video. Hit the like button.
Died from BBL complications. All these women have died from BBL complications. Some don't understand the serious risks involved. Thousands of women are traveling abroad to have cosmetic surgery to enhance their bodies.
All these women have died from BBL surgery.
According to the International Society of Aesthetic Plastic Surgery, the BBL is now the fastest growing cosmetic surgical procedure in the world. Since 2015, the number...
I just want y'all to think about something. It's still going. It's not even halfway through. It's still going, y'all.
The number of lift performed globally has skyrocketed by 77.6%. Some of the main causes of death are accident.
I wouldn't even want to count how many women are in this video. These women have all passed away.
Injection of fat into large veins, which then travels up to the heart, lungs or brain. In some cases, blood clots can travel to lungs, or fat could be injected into the wrong sites, causing a risk of fat necrosis.
So I was thinking about counting how many women this was, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. If y'all want to do that, y'all can rewind it, but I don't really want to do that. So with all that being said, this is at least 30 women who have lost their lives from BBL surgery. And like I said, a lot of them, this woman looks great. Why she need a BBL? Probably because she got a flat butt. But a lot of the women who get BBL surgery are attractive women. The majority of these women in this list, they're attractive, but they still lost their lives by wanting to get BBL surgery. Look, Why? Why? Because I actually wrote a book called The Terrible Life of a Beautiful Woman. And one of the reasons why I wrote that book is, and the reason why I named it that, is because a lot of people don't realize that the most beautiful women have the worst lives. I'll say it again. A lot of people don't realize some of the most beautiful women, some of the most beautiful women have the most terrible lives. Because the ugly women, the fat women, they aren't necessarily competing with other women like the beautiful women are. Because if one woman has been told she was beautiful for all her life, she was always pretty, but she ain't got no butt, she ain't got no hips, right? There's going to be another woman that is not as pretty as her, but since she has a shape, she's going to get more attention than this extremely pretty woman over here. And I always talk about how women are children. As a child, with a mind of a child, what's the first thing she's going to do? That's not fair. I'm prettier than her. Why do you like her instead of me? I'm so pretty. And the guy, or the sentiment of guys, are going to turn around and say, well, she has a nice body. So the pretty woman is going to turn around and say, man, I want y'all to think about this. All I need is a nice body, and I'll be the baddest woman in my city. I'm going to say this again. A pretty woman that doesn't really have a body, or a pretty woman that, you know, could potentially lose some weight. What's up, Sir Hale? These women are the biggest victims of these deaths in these BBL surgeries, because she's sitting here thinking, damn, all I need is a nice body and I'll be the baddest chick out here. Fat chicks ain't really gonna say that. Ugly chicks ain't really gonna say that, because she knows she ugly, she can't really do nothing about it, she's too big. It is what it is. But the bad chicks who just don't have the body, those are the ones who are going to mainly go try to get the BBL surgery. So it's not just about, you fat, fat chicks, fat this. No, it's the fine chicks that are doing this because they look to be more competitive. And this part right here, we men can't do anything about. Because, you know, a lot of men, I've heard men and women say, well, if y'all stop dating these BBL chicks, they'll stop getting the BBLs. A lot of times we don't even know if the woman has a BBL or not. We don't care. We see a woman with a nice body, we want to holler at her because she has a nice body. Sometimes we don't know if she had a BBL or not. We don't know. It's like, and I don't want to, you know, make it seem like women are cars, but it's like buying a car without looking at the Carfax. We don't know that that fender is fake. It looks real. Have you ever bought a car and it looked great and you found out the car was in an accident? You didn't know. You're like, oh man, I bought a lemon. I bought a car that's been in an accident. You don't know unless you get the car checked out. So altogether, men who date women who got BBLs, sometimes we don't know the woman got a BBL. So that's the first thing. Sometimes we don't know that the woman got a BBL. So this BBL issue is literally within the brain and the mind and the understanding and the love for a woman. It's within you. So to a certain degree, no matter what men do, we can't really help. So I'm not really going to run around telling men, hey, stop dating women who got BBLs. Because a lot of times we don't even know if it's a BBL. We see a woman with a nice body, we cool. We see a woman with thick lips, we don't know she got lip fillers. We don't know none of this stuff. Because you got to understand, ladies, y'all have so much fake stuff on you. We don't know if it's your real hair, your real butt, your real lips, your real cheekbones. Y'all be having these puffy cheek. We don't know what is real, what is not. And we get to the point where we don't even care. We just gonna smash and go on about our business. We don't know. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. Put a 1 in the chat if a lot of times we don't know women have gotten some type of surgery on something. We don't know. So, yeah, we shallow. We just see a woman with a nice body and we're going to roll with it. So let's get to these Twitter messages, and we're going to talk about what they're doing to DC Young Fly. Okay, so for those who came on late, this is what was going on with DC Young Fly, and this is the reason why people are attacking the man.
That thickness had to come from somewhere, man. That's where they get that. That's that BBL stuff.
Yeah, when that stomach like a pack of noodles right there in the front.
He scrunched it up.
It be soft, that meat be soft.
Man. Balled up paper bags.
Act like you know me.
And they put it in their jeans. No, they put it in their jeans.
They do?
They put it in their jeans.
No, that's the thing. See, they pull it.
Bitch done put a booty in her stomach.
Got a booty hole in the middle.
So, all together, DC Young Fly and the rest of the guys are talking negatively about BBL surgery. And I don't see nothing wrong with it because we have the right to talk about things that we may not understand. So I don't have no problem.
Pulled out your navel?
So the first comment on Twitter is wait. I'm just now realizing that they actually uploaded this video after the death of Jacky O. What in the world? These people are sick. So this video right here was allegedly uploaded after Jacky O passed away, which seems very insensitive. But with a lot of content creators, people don't necessarily post their own content. You see about 4 guys in this video. Who posted this content? Probably none of them. They probably have a person or virtual assistant that posts stuff for them, on different pages. So I don't know. But altogether, that's the first thing right here. That's why they're going after this man. And hold on, I'm gonna drop the link, and if anybody wants to come up, y'all can come up. I'm dropping a link. If anybody wants to come up, can come up. And I'm gonna read super chats in a minute. So if you want to drop a super chat, drop the super chat now, and I'm gonna read them in a minute.
Bitch done put a booty in her stomach.
Got a booty hole in the middle.
We got 2 booty holes.
Did you just pull out your navel?
So like I said, this guy says, or this woman says, I'm realizing this was actually uploaded after she passed away. Then this one says, his whole team hates him. Hold on, let me make it bigger. His whole team hates him. Not only did they release this after her passing from complications due to cosmetic surgery, they dropped an episode they could have edited to exclude this part about BBLs out. Tell me you lying. I literally talked about this in my last video. These men say stuff like this and then wonder why women feel the need to do it. I want to stop right there. Are we as men to blame for women getting BBL surgery? Are women to blame? I mean, are men, black men, to blame for women getting BBL surgery? Yes or no? Are men to blame for women getting BBL surgery? And shout out to Sharon D. Berry. Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, obesity is a disease. Yes, it's a mental disease. It's a mental disease. All right. So a lot of people on TikTok are saying, no, men are not to blame. All right. Sharon says yes. Bakita says no. What's going on, brother?
What's good, Mr. Leko? How you doing? Everything's good. Everything well? Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. Did I cover this? I might have. But my issue is, what's it with these women? They had to keep pointing the fingers on the black man when a woman or his mate lose their life over decisions they make. I just don't get it.
It's women or children. And imagine when a child sticks a fork in a light socket and it gets shocked. The child gets shocked. What does the child do?
They hurt themselves and they go run to mommy.
And who do they blame when they go to mommy?
They blame daddy?
No, they blame the light socket.
Oh, okay.
They stick it in there and they're just like, you're like, what happened? And they point at the light socket, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
So women are children. Women have the tendency to blame other people for their mishaps, mistakes, and problematic and dysfunctional behavior.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Leko, was it always like this before let's say after integration, or before we start had these problems in the household when the father is no longer around? This started to really come about.
BBL surgery used to be what white people did. They used to get boob jobs, right?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
And so back when I was young, white women would like hate themselves if they had a fat butt. They'd be like, does my butt look big? That used to be the thing. Oh my God, my butt looks big. It would be horrific for a white woman to have a big butt. And then there was a guy named Sir Mix-a-Lot that made a song about big butts. And then it actually turned into a trend where white women literally started wanting big butts. And then they started getting boob jobs and then started getting BBLs. So all together, it was white women. Have you ever heard that song?
Yeah, I love big butts. I can't not lie. Yeah. I think I was.
Yeah, that was a huge.
I gotta check the date when they came out. They came out in 1991, 92. It might have came out in 92, 93.
No, that was in the early 90s. I mean 80s.
Yes.
Late 80s. Yeah. So that's where it came from. Certain things become trends and it ends up, getting to where we are. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why. And then it turned into, and then 2 Live Crew, because it wasn't Uncle Luke, it was 2 Live Crew. 2 Live Crew was the group that Uncle Luke was in. So 2 Live Crew actually started rapping about sex and booty this and booty that, and then Too Short, and it turned into something crazy, because before Too Short, 2 Live Crew, and Sir Mix-a-Lot, nobody talked about sex, nobody talked about butts, nobody talked about nothing. It was just love songs and stuff. So all together, this whole thing turned into just a trend where now is all about a woman's body. So that's the answer to your question.
Well, I looked up. Okay,
hold on 1 second. If y'all want to keep going on with the show, and I got the link dropped if you want to come up, I need 9 more contributors. So either via super chat, cash app, which is Aaron 1000 right here, or either buy my card game, and I'll drop the link to buy my card game in the link, and I mean in the chat in a second. But I need 9 contributors. 9 contributors. So don't just watch, contribute to the channel. But go ahead, what you about to say?
I was gonna say is I did look up Sir Mix-a-Lot quickly, and the man's about to turn 60 this year. And that song that came out, it came out 31 years ago, 1992.
Yeah. So 1992.
So roughly the person in the Facebook said, yeah, that's now three decades now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's kind of like what happened. And it changed the way we see women, because before that it was just love songs. We literally worshiped the woman's shoulders. It wasn't even about her butt. Like a girl would have her shoulders out and we'll be like, oh, like that was like the most sexiest thing in the world. A girl's shoulders. It wasn't even her butt. It was her shoulders. I'm dead serious. It was crazy. Because even the white shows or the white movies, they'll show a woman walk in the room, her long flowing hair should be moving in slow motion, songs will be playing, like, and she's just walking, and the guy's like, oh, her top end area was the most beautiful thing in the world. It was never about her bottom end. It was her top end area for years. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Cookie?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. I just got off my show.
Oh yeah, I was planning for this one. I wanted to come on that one. But yeah, do you remember back when women were valued by their face and not their bottom end? Do you remember that or no?
I do.
Yeah, it was literally you got a long hair, pretty face, you know.
It was a beautiful time in history that has passed, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it was literally about that. So what do y'all think about DC Young Fly? What do y'all think about how they're blaming him? What do y'all think about Jacky O? What do y'all think about this whole situation?
I think it's other women that push women to do these things, honestly. I just got there saying that.
Okay.
I don't think they should blame DC. If anything, he could have been more of a leader and be like, babe, you're fine, literally. But you
what
can't.
If he said that?
Huh?
What if he said that and she didn't listen?
Well, it's probably because she had some girlfriends like, girl, you can get that kid. That's how that works. I've seen it.
So I want to look at it like this. She's in a limelight, right? She's on or was on Wildin' Out. And on Wildin' Out, they make fun of people being fat, ugly, tall, short hair, long, right? Big nose, whatever, right? So imagine, I'm not sure if she still was on Wildin' Out. But
no, she's been retired. My daughter watched that. Okay,
so she was retired. So imagine Jacky O coming from that culture of you got a fat neck, you're fat, you got a fat back, or you ain't as fine as you used to be. Whatever, they may say to the different women on there, right? Mm-hmm. And what if just somebody from that culture, she's like, I'm getting fat. I gotta do something about this. I got all this fat on me, and I don't have these 3 kids. My neck getting fat, my disc been fat, my disc, and things are slowly just getting disproportional, right? And she's like, okay, I gotta do something. And for whatever reason, the gym wasn't working, or she got depressed because she had 3 kids and the kids driving her crazy. So she's walking around the house just eating more, and she's just not as fine as she used to be, right? And she felt the need to do something about it. And what if DC Young Fly was like, no, you ain't got to do that. And she's like, it's not about you, it's about me. This is something that I want to do for myself. And he was like, all right, knock yourself out. Because as men, we can't make you do something. I'm not going to divorce my woman because she doesn't feel as pretty as she used to, And she's like, I want to do something about, because you got to think about it. I want to look better for you and for me. Like, I can't argue with a woman when she says she wants to look better. If you just want to be a fat slob and I'm tired, I don't want to work out, now I got a problem. But if you want to enhance yourself, I'm not going to leave you because you want to enhance yourself. So I'm not into the BBLs and all the other stuff. But if my woman turns around and says, hey, I just want to get a little breast lift, my titties are droopy, I'm going to go. I'm going to be like, what are you doing? No, right? But if I don't really know how dangerous it is, and you like, I just want to get a little breast lift, what's wrong with that? I'll be like, all right, go for it. And then you come back and you pass away. What was it like that?
Well, first of all, you need to make sure you're healthy enough for these procedures.
They're young. They don't know. They just young people.
Pre-existing conditions. I mean, yeah, but I mean, that all comes with the right kind of self-love. If you don't know you got an arrhythmia in your heart.
If your titties start drooping, they don't look the same way. You like, yo, I just want to, you know.
I get that, but you still, like, there's pre-surgery stuff. You don't just go lay on somebody's table, let them put you to sleep and fix your titties. You have to.
I don't think
sure you're healthy enough to survive.
I don't think the typical woman really knows the severity of just, because think about this, because I don't know. What if he's just like, go do your thing, baby. Here's some money. You know, here's a card. Go knock yourself out. I know. I want you to feel good about yourself. You know how women be feeling like moms instead of wives, you know, run around picking up stuff and all this other stuff, picking up at your kids. You just no longer feel sexy. And she's just like, I just want to feel sexy again. Do your thing. Go do your thing. What you going to do? I don't know. Probably just a little breast lift. Probably didn't even tell him what she wanted to do. And then she went and got a whole, and then she gets there and he's like, hey, you can get a whole mommy makeover for like, I don't know, $12,000, or you can get a breast lift that still won't fix this. You know, they're probably salesmen. Still won't fix that. So if you get a breast lift, you're still going to have this problem. But for like $6,000, $1,000 more, I'll do the whole thing for you. I got you. You might be like, all right, let's do it. Without even knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's stupid to me though. Because first of all, you just don't let a random dude upsell you. Secondly, you have to know and stick to what you came there for. Like, I'm not victim blaming at all. I don't think it's anybody's fault other than the doctor. But not monitoring her well. But as far as that situation, it might have just been a freak accident, but a lot of people are dying going under the knife. And
I just want to play this while you talk, because I just want women to know. So this is I want somebody to count how many women this is. Somebody in the chat, I want you to count how many women you see in this video. Just take a second and count how many women you see in this video, because all these women have lost their lives from BBL surgery, and you'll easily see that 90% of these women are attractive already, and they look somewhat as good as Jacky O did. So it's not the fat slob women that are getting BBL surgery, it's the attractive women. So ready, I need somebody to count how many women is in this video. But go ahead. What you saying? Go ahead.
Oh, I think body dysmorphia is a huge thing.
What does that mean?
That is when you look in the mirror and you see somebody pretty much that's not there. It's usually the main cause for like stuff like eating disorders. But now they've added plastic surgery to it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's anorexia, it's bulimia, or certain BBLs. And it's these beautiful women that are already beautiful that, like, when is it not enough? What I can't understand is why does this person not, what's making this person not feel sexy? Being a mom? Like
Okay,
that? I can't.
Hold on, stop right there. Stop right there. Virtually every woman, including you, have felt not sexy. You have your child is grown, but if you had 3 toddlers running around the house and you chasing after them and they tearing up the house and you picking up toys and stuff like that, and you're spending a lot of your time and energy being a mom. So how many women was that? Did anybody keep count? I want to see how many women that was. But and you run around 23 women. Thank you so much, Coach Peace. Love that name, Coach Peace. I appreciate you. So you run around chasing after toddlers for the last 2-3 years, and maybe you had you spent a year with what was it? Postpartum depression. You know what I'm saying? You eating like crap. You're not feeling like yourself. You watching the Wildin' Out girls. You retired from Wildin' Out, and you looking at the girls on Wildin' Out, and you like, God damn. I remember I used to look like that. Next thing, because waitresses, they go to a restaurant, they watch waitresses like, she's not doing that right. She's not doing that wrong. You know what I'm saying? So when you see women or men do what you used to do, you kind of critique them. So I can see her possibly just being out of shape compared to how she used to look, or possibly getting over postpartum depression after having 3 children and looking at Wildin' Out, just laughing and stuff, being like,
my thing is,
damn, I used to look like her.
Your lifestyle. Like that actually happened to me. So I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Person. I had a baby. I didn't look like I didn't used to. I saw my friends running on TV. I had a child. I was not running. But
you see what I'm saying?
I get that part. But you know, what I chose to do was watch the way I eat, figure out what works for me, and work out. Plastic surgery never crossed my mind. And I want, like I said, I feel like it's more of a mental issue and I don't want to say self-esteem, because that's so cliche, but I feel like
we men can just get in the gym, you know, and women go to the gym too, but usually, you know, if this woman had 3 young children, I can easily see her being like, damn, I want to go to the gym, I just can't. I got kids. DC Young Fly doing his thing on the podcast. They touring. Who gonna watch the kids while she go to the gym?
How old is the youngest?
I don't know, but they seem young, fairly young. I think she just had a baby.
My thing is this: if you got enough money to go get a BBL, you got enough money to hire somebody.
No, you don't have enough enthusiasm
to watch your kids while you go to the gym or get a nanny.
Chaos. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Women be lazy, Cookie.
Huh?
Women be lazy. They don't want to do they don't. Come on now.
Well, I agree with that, and that's the real issue. It's not. Well, it is the surgery. They want
we can't just circumvent the fact that Black women are lazy. Black women are lazy. So, like, we can't just
want instant results, instant gratification. Yeah. You know what I mean? I get it.
Yeah. So we can't just turn around and say, you need to go to the gym, because that's what I'm saying. I'm no longer going to be like, get your fat ass in the gym. I'm not going to be doing that, because at the end of the day, I don't care about hurting nobody's feelings. I just want to bring more structure to every conversation. So if I say get in the gym, I'm going to be like, I'm going to give more instructions on what to do, because I have a very good understanding that the typical Black woman is lazy as I don't know what. And she's not going to just go to the gym because I said, take your fat ass to the gym.
Right. That's why I'm a non-lazy Black woman on here trying to tell them, stop going under the knife and take your ass to the gym.
Okay.
Most gyms have daycares.
As a woman, how often do you go to the gym a week?
4 to 5 times.
Okay, as a black woman, if you had 3 children, 3 young children, there's no daycare. How can you see yourself, and you got to work? How do you see yourself going to the gym 4-5 times a week? Just as a woman, because I don't know.
I would bring the gym to me then. If you've got all this money to pay for a BBL, you could buy gym equipment and bring it to the house. There's so many ways. You got a Peloton. There's so many different things that she could have brought home. You're right. The laziness is there. They want to just go under the knife and wake up and be fine.
Yeah.
And that's what the problem is.
Yeah.
You got to work out and watch what you eat. After you have a baby, you cannot eat the same way you did before you had that child. Your metabolism changes. Your body changes. The way you digest food changes. If you're breastfeeding, you're going to keep some weight on you. So you got to watch what you eat for the baby. It's just so many things that come along with that. But what I'm saying is there's so many other options other than going straight to a surgeon. So who was watching the kids while she was under the knife? That same person could be watching the kids while you're working out. That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I'm okay. It's like this: the Peloton, right? Peloton ain't gonna have you as that fine because
it comes with a weight thing if you buy the whole thing.
So, for an example, just like with me, if I get on a Peloton, that ain't gonna give me the shoulders. That's not gonna give me it's not. You get what I'm saying? It's a whole workout. It's about doing arms one day. It's doing legs one day. It's doing shoulders one day. A woman with 3 kids that is a woman, so she's inherently lazy because she's a black woman. That's the one thing. 2, think about, I gotta do shoulders, then I gotta do back, then I gotta do arms, then I gotta do legs, then I gotta do abs. And you got 3 kids at home, and your man is on tour. You're gonna be like, I'm tired. So you're gonna go do legs. Now you tired. You can't chase your kids around. You're like, oh, this is a lot. Then you do arms. Now you can't pick your kids up. As a mother, you're just like, all right, this is too much. And then you got to think about this. Month after month after month after month after month, you don't see nothing change. Because then you probably don't know that you're eating badly because you're just so used to doing what you're doing. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's why I'm just trying to give them truth and give them little seeds to help them. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
It's a lot.
I just think that, they got to find a different way. It's too many people dying.
But Mr. Leko, I checked out Miss Jacky O's IG to see what was really wrong. I'm looking at this woman. This woman doesn't look really too bad for someone that's in her.
To you, you're a man.
I mean, the reason why I'm saying this, that she could probably tone a little bit, but she's not like like most women. Like they like putting on extra 30, 45 pounds. You could see it. Like the
women's neck be getting fat, bro. Like they start feeling like not. And like I said, just like Cookie said, when she stopped running and doing her thing, you still gonna watch the people that are doing what you used to do, and those people usually look better than you. Like if I used to be this Olympian weightlifter, right? I'm not this Olympian person no more. Them dudes gonna look better than me because I don't do it no more. So no matter what it is that you do, you sell cars, whatever. And if you're able to look at TV at the people that are doing what you used to do and they look better than you, you're gonna feel a certain kind of way.
Okay. And the funny thing, she does look like she work out, but look like she's trying to go further because she really is trying to either keep up with these other women. And I heard a rumor that they're not really married. They're like, partners.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah,
stop. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but still, I think because a lot of women trying to, I guess, keep up with these other females that's cheating on the knife. She said, hell, if they can get the BBLs and the body, reduction also, why can't I? I remember Black China did it when Rob and them were together and they got the
and then she got it undone. So she done got all kinds of surgeries, done got them undone. So sometimes you look at it like, well, shit, it can't be that bad. Women getting surgeries left and right, and they getting unsurgery. Sometimes you don't know.
Yeah.
I said this on my show a minute ago. I'm gonna say it again. I think if the male gender, which y'all won't, but I feel like if y'all stop entertaining it altogether, the attention that they're seeking and getting, that they won't. But it's too many men out here that's giving them the attention that they're seeking from dismembering their bodies, literally.
But Cookie, I want you to think about this. Half of the time we don't know. We know when the woman have stupid, when the woman looks stupid, that then we know. But a lot of the BBLs, we don't even know that they got BBLs. We just see. We're men. Do you think we care? Sometimes we don't even care that whether it's your hair or not. We just want to smash. We out at the club somewhere and we like, damn, she look good. We don't care. Like, wait, did she get a BBL? We're just like, oh, damn, she fine. And we gonna go at her. Later on, whether we wife her up or whatever, get her naked, maybe then we be like, oh, damn. But we gonna smash. So the dudes in the club that have not smashed yet and is giving her attention, we not thinking or worrying about, nope, she got BBL, I'm not gonna have sex with her.
Of course not.
Said by no man.
Of course not.
I wouldn't even say that. If I'm at the club and I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm not gonna be like, is that a BBL? It may be. Man, I'm gonna be like, yo, come here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna wife her, but I don't give a damn if it's a BBL or not. So men just be wanting to smash. So I'm never gonna sit here and say, yo, men, stop doing that, because we just see a fat ass. We don't know what's in it. Chaos, am I wrong?
Until it explodes. Yes.
It's not.
I've seen a booty explode.
But I'll say this: if I don't ask, sometimes it's obvious. You could tell by depending on where they get it. But sometimes if you're curious, you have to ask. But then most of them nowadays, I can be honest, that they got on a knife. Personally, because they say you're gonna still look at me, you're gonna still bang it anyway. So I want to be honest.
They are. Guys,
even into a chick that Dominic,
her butt, it ain't hers. There you
Hold
go.
on, what happened? Say it again.
Okay.
I said if her thighs don't match her butt, it ain't her butt.
If it looks good, we don't care.
I know. I'm just
Ain't
giving
nobody
the guys that
like,
know
wait, her thighs don't look like. If her butt is jiggling, we ain't even looking at her thighs.
It's
Oh, she got
jiggling.
thighs?
Y'all imagining it jiggling because fake booties don't jiggle. They be hard as a rock. Am I lying, Chaos?
Well, there are some women that do got soft booty. I ain't gonna lie. It depends. Booties are not made the same.
In my opinion, I have not either smashed any or a few, but because I'm not gonna say I haven't, but I don't be paying attention to whether it is or not. So I don't know, but I don't think I have, but I may have. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I'm not going to be sitting around like, I've never got a woman naked and we're like, wait.
Yeah. You got to make a look.
Never in my life.
No, you don't think about it. Say, man,
I'm tearing that ass up. I ain't got time to be worrying about what's in it.
I was just letting the guys know that wanted to know beforehand, in case it was something in the chat.
So, hold on, what? Say it again.
I was just letting the guys know that wanted to know beforehand how to check. If she built like an ant from ants, a leg skinny and a butt big, that's not a booty. I don't care how it jiggle.
I get it, but all I'm saying is, if she fine in some type of proportional way, we smashing.
Yeah, that's how I've been on.
See, wigs, I can draw the line on the wigs. I can say no, because I can see it. It's sitting on your head. but I can't see your ass because you got pants on, you got a dress on, you got a skirt on. So I'm not gonna study your ass that I can't necessarily see with my naked eye. But once I get you naked, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna turn around and say, nope, you got BBL, I'm out of here. Are you crazy? So no. So
I wouldn't expect it. I was just saying beforehand,
we don't know. It's in jeans. And like I said, if it sits right in them jeans and it makes that little app, man, please.
That's like y'all problem. That ain't mine. I like men, so unless y'all out here getting taller.
It ain't our problem. We're not the ones dying. So how you saying it's our problem? It ain't our problem. We're not dying.
It's not my problem about the whole figuring out if the booty fake.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm trying to figure out if men are they real height at this point. I heard they getting BBLs.
Oh, you mean chin extensions, like they cut off part of the lower part of their foot, the leg.
Like, so
that's something I heard now.
Like Chicken Little.
I've been hearing about that. I saw one image on social media of one dude had the operation, and he's like 2-3 inches extra tall. So wherever he's like under 5'10", he probably is like almost 6 feet. I mean, roughly 6'1".
Can you tell me? Did they show his muscles? How do they fix that? Like.
No, they break the bone, cut it, and add some like.
What, they break the bone? Break a what? What they?
Yeah,
break?
it's like like a surgery. They had to break something to extend it.
What are they breaking? They break your ankle? Like what?
No. It's like a certain part of the leg, like like the before the knee, like that part. I don't know if it's called the shin part.
The shin and the patella tendon.
Yeah, like
So they walking around here looking like aliens with these velociraptor hands.
Hold on, Cookie. If dudes be just tall as hell though, is you gonna be like, did you get BBL on your leg? You gonna be like, ooh,
yeah, that's a good question.
You are not gonna be like.
Actually, I prefer men that's between.
By no woman on the planet. Stop it.
I prefer men between 5'9" and 5'11".
I'm saying, as a woman, how did you get so tall has been said by no woman. No woman is going to say, did you get surgery? And if a dude actually said, yeah, you're going to be like, nope, I'm going to talk to you. Because he's still tall. No.
If his legs look like chicken legs, I'm not talking to him.
I get it.
Ladies.
If he has pants on,
somebody,
if he has pants on, just like when women have pants on, and the dude is tall, you're gonna go for him because he's tall. You're not gonna be staring ankles like.
Oh well, yeah.
Just like we're not be.
We can't tell. You know what I mean? Like
and we can't tell
because of the gray joggers, and then you get. But if I get him somewhere, see, this is the difference between men and women. If I get him to the point where I can see him and his legs look deformed and he looks like he ain't lifted a weight in 20 years. I'm out of there, buddy. I'm gone. I'm not.
I get it.
You look like you got walked off a spaceship. I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Not walked off the spaceship. So hold on, real quick. I need 6 people to buy my card game right now. It is in the chat. And if you don't know what the heck my card game is, we're going to take a quick commercial break right here.
It's meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationships, when or if things get serious. One of the biggest, deeper discussion card games.
So I'm going to say it again. I need 6 people to buy my card game right now. 6 people to hit the link to buy my card game. Let's go.
Deeper discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationships, when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group, so have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad. What is the most annoying attribute about the opposite sex?
Deeper discussions dating edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards.
And you can fix yourself and
And
figure out the why.
Texture, these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
So, 6 people, everybody hit the link that is in the chat, is pinned at the top of the chat. Buy my card game, buy my card game now. So,
I still got mine sitting right here.
Oh yeah, hold it up real quick. Okay, she got her card game. Shout out to you. We played the game on your show before. And shout out your show real quick.
Oh, the Ian Cookie Show on the Intellectual Network. We're going once every other week now because it's vacation season, Saturdays.
Yeah, that's what's up. So, Arissa says no one should be shamed. I don't agree with that.
I disagree. And
so what is your opinion on no one should be shamed? You disagree?
I feel like if it's someone you're close enough to and they're over the top, face looking like a Thundercat, forehead back here looking like you surprised all day, at some point you should be like, sis, calm down with the bow tie, well, or with the fillers, whatever it is. If your lips look like they're stuck in the fish position, you're doing too much. I'm going to shame you if I care about you. If I don't know you, then do you. But if it's somebody I care about, you're getting shamed. So it just depends on who it is for me.
Chaos, what do you think about shaming? What do you think about?
Shaming is good.
Hold on real quick. Pops, I need to see your face. Pops, I need you to see your face. I got to make sure no weirdos come up here. So go ahead, Chaos. Pops, I need to see your face. Go ahead, Chaos.
You know, my thing with shaming today, I think it's only used more towards the men. And I think if men were doing the opposite and shaming on women, it's going to push the backfire. But it can be effective if enough people are on boards. Today, I think a lot of dudes not doing enough shaming because of the strong backlash of a lot of ladies, not only from the system, but also with social media. Women band together when they know men are trying to shame them for their actions and the decisions. Mr. Lyko.
Gotcha. So Arissa says I was talking about large women shaming smaller women. Thank you for that super chat. Okay. So large women be shaming. I meant shaming, typo. Okay. So so fat women be shaming skinny women? I'm confused.
I wish you would.
I'm confused. So okay. All right. So Pops, what are your thoughts?
Man, you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
Man, this whole thing crazy because I don't think none of this with us men, especially black men, we don't like none of this. Lashes, weaves, BBLs, we ain't asking for none of this. So
but it's happening, and we're not asking for it. We're accepting it because, like I said, I admit it. I'm not going to be doing a BBL inspection on no woman that I think is attractive. I'm just taking her through there. So we're not asking for it. We're accepting it. It's a difference.
Man, I be that thigh to, like she said, the thigh to booty ratio. That tell you everything you need to know, man. Some of these.
Well, okay. What if she did what if she had a really a good surgeon and you can't tell?
You can't.
Maybe I think you still can. But think about this. I'm gonna tell you who was one of the prettiest black women. Vivica. Vivica A. Fox was gorgeous before she jokered up her face.
She's like a Thundercat now.
Yeah, you see, she
like
like
a space alien. Yeah.
Oh man, that woman was gorgeous until she did that mess to her face, man.
So was Lil' Kim.
Let's look at Vivica Fox. Vivica Fox is no longer fine. With age, some women can hold it together and some women can't. Vivica Fox is not somebody. She looks like an auntie now. So you get to the point where you start looking like an auntie and you in the gym over and over again or whatever, or somebody like Vivica Fox, probably busy, I don't know, doing her little stupid little show that's with the little old women, old lady game show.
Jesus Christ.
Production and all this other stuff. You may just get to the point where you just like, yo, man, I'm tired, because I know, like, I work out every day I try to work out every day. I don't work out every day, but I try to work out. So my intent every day is to work out. I just don't work out every day. So I intend to work out every day, right? And certain things you like, damn, when am I going to see this? When am I going to see abs? When am I going to see bigger biceps? When I'm going to see bigger legs? You start, so if I'm a man and I'd be like, one day I'm going to get this or whatever, being like that guy over there, right? A woman is 1,000% harder or worse, because a woman is supposed to be shaped like a Coke bottle. And when you start being shaped like a bag of sugar instead of a Coke bottle, it's difficult to get that Coke bottle shape again, because sometimes it just comes with age and you can't get it no matter what you do. And you be like,
but you can though, and that's why I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's all, you got to know, first of all, your hormone type.
Oh, what is that? What is hormone type? That's interesting.
They can get that at their gynecologist can tell them what kind of hormone type they have. Once you get a certain age, your hormones change, right? And that's where that fat around the belly comes from. So then that's when you can figure out what you have to avoid. Even with men like that, if they want to get their six packs, there's something that they're consuming in their body where it's going straight to their stomach area. And it's the same with everybody. It's chemistry.
Yeah.
You just have to figure out what works with your body. Try different foods and try longer than 3 days. You're not going to see results in like 3 days. It takes 3 weeks to form a habit. Like, I don't eat bread.
Yeah.
I know bread goes straight to my stomach.
It turns into sugar.
I don't eat bread at all. I don't eat muffins. I don't eat bread. Like, I don't eat bread at all. So that's what I found out about me. Some people you might have drank milk when you were younger. Some people should not be drinking milk. You just have to figure out what your body is rejecting, because that's what turns more into the inflammation than it really is fat.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can get that way. I'm 41 years old. I had gotten up to, I've lost a lot of weight, and I did that just by skipping breakfast. I only eat between 12 and 7, and I just started working out. And you got to drink water and stay hydrated and keep your electrolytes balanced. And it's got to be real water. You can't drink
bougie water.
Yeah, you got it. Your water, if your water don't cost at least like $4 a bottle, it's not good water.
I totally agree. And all I eat is broccoli, Brussels sprouts, asparagus, grapes, and salmon. So it's about your diet also. Hey, Orissa, what are your thoughts?
Hello. Excuse me, I'm fighting a bacterial infection in my chest, so forgive my voice. But yeah, I do agree. I've never been overweight, but my mother was. Even after 4 kids, I never wanted to be obese or anything like that. But yeah, it boils down to your diet. It boils down, like, your body is 100% made in the kitchen. Of course, you exercise to get in shape and look good. But if you really want to keep that weight down, working out alone is not going to work. It's not going to work. Some people think, oh, just go to the gym and you ate, a whole Whopper. That's not going to work. You can never outrun a bad diet. However, I can skip working out and eat a 1,100 calorie diet and lose weight. I mean, seriously, I'm on a weight loss because I'm at 159. Well, when I started, I was 159. Now I'm down to 156 because all I did was just change my diet. That's 100%. So, and a lot of people don't. You got to be careful with salads because of the dressing. Now, if you can eat it, maybe some type of oil. See, I'm vegetarian, so I've been vegetarian for 13 years. This year I started eating, like, I will eat a piece of salmon air fried from time to time. But other than that, I have not eaten no chicken, no tilapia, no pork, nothing in 13 years. And that's the way I like
I
it. And I drink
barely.
plenty of water.
Let me drop the link. I barely ever eat, like, today actually I stopped at Chipotle for the first time in probably a year, and I ate some Chipotle, and I added chicken in there. And
the brown
this was
rice?
the first time I ate chicken in at least 4 months.
Did you feel sick?
Wow.
No, it was good.
Oh, I was just asking. Some people, no, some people after they don't eat stuff for a while and they eat it, they get like queasy. I was just curious.
Yeah. I'm scared to eat a piece of
MLG,
chicken
do you
after
get the brown
15
rice?
years. Oh my God.
I'm scared to eat like I used to love bacon. I'm scared to eat it now. I feel like it'll make me queasy. Just thinking about it make me a little like, like.
And my daughter, we was just fussing today, where she'll be like, it's so annoying going out to eat with me, because I'd be like, so y'all ain't got Brussels sprouts? Why don't y'all have Brussels sprouts? Like, y'all don't have it, and they be like, oh, what? Okay, I need my broccoli steamed. And, I be yelling at folks because I can't just get whatever because they bring you whatever, right? And she'd be like, it's so annoying going out with me because it's always some type of long conversation I'm having with the person because I need my food to be right because I don't eat everything,
Yeah.
So yeah. So what, Arissa, what do you think about DC Young Fly and his lady, her losing her life, and what is your thoughts on this whole situation?
Well, I mean, I don't, she didn't need one. That's just my opinion. She thought she needed one. That's why she got it and unfortunately passed away. But with any surgery, even colonoscopies, you can die. And that's why you sign those release forms.
Yeah.
Anytime, especially when you go into someone who was not board certified. Now, however, you don't have to be board certified to be a good plastic surgeon. You don't. But still, he had too many bad reviews for her to go to him. I don't believe in BBLs unless it's something cosmetic that's really, really wrong. Like maybe you're in a car accident, you need to fix something. I believe in whatever your diet and exercise don't do, leave it alone. But then I could be biased because after 4 kids, I don't have no stretch marks, outside of being 50-plus-year-old wear and tear. But, I really take care of myself over the years. So I could be biased when it comes to that, but I don't believe in BBLs unless it's really, really necessary. And I mean, looking at her, because I did go to her IG page, she was really attractive. And I didn't see what she needed to fix in the first place.
So I empathize with what happened with him and her, and I understand why she went and got it, because like I said, the prettier women feel the need to stay pretty. The fine women feel the need to stay fine. If you ain't pretty, if you ain't fine, you don't really care that much. But if you pretty and fine and you're no longer as pretty or as fine, you're going to, in some type of way, put yourself in a position where you're like, I got to do something, So I my heart goes out to her because I understand why she did it. And of course,
but you know what? I'm sorry. I was going to say, people, one thing you got to realize is time is undefeated. I don't care how many surgeries you have, a time is good, at 50 some years old, because a lot of women are over the age of 30, they get these surgeries. at that time, and me at 50s, your body start to alter. I know mine has. My looks start to alter because I'm 51, but I'm just going to roll with the good Lord gave me. I've already had kids. I've been married before, all that good stuff. So,
But what about this
but
though?
it's just a,
What about, what if your man, your husband that loves you so much, he is in the media and he is around women all the time, and he is still on Wildin' Out while you ain't on Wildin' Out. You at home with kids and you don't got fat and out of shape, or fat in her respect, right? And you're not wilding out fine no more, and your man is still on wilding out, and you know for a fact the way he got you is because most of them dudes, possibly because I don't know, are smashing all the wilding out girls, right?
Right.
So you thinking like, okay, hold on, let me mute him. So say if the guys on the show are smashing the wilding out girls, right? And you were on Wildin' Out and you know what was going on during on Wildin' Out. You just lucked up and found a guy that really fell in love with you when he started smashing you, right? I don't know how they met, but most likely he started smashing one of the Wildin' Out girls, and he really liked her, and it just stuck. I'm sure everybody was smashing the Wildin' Out girls. So now your husband is still on the show that you used to be on, and the Wildin' Out girls are still as open to smash like they used to be, so you know exactly what goes on the show, right? And then you turn around and you don't look as good as the Wildin' Out girls are, and your husband is on Wildin' Out, and you chasing around these damn kids, and you feel like, okay, I need to do something because altogether I don't look like these girls on Wildin' Out no more. And I it's a possibility that my man is being tempted to smash one of the Wildin' Out girls, because when they backstage, when they get ready, titties all in your face, and she probably like, I gotta compete.
Well, when does that end though? Like she's old, in your 30s. Like I'm not trying to
It
compete with
never
somebody in their
ends.
20s and
What are
30s.
y'all talking about?
That's tragic.
No,
Y'all are
hold on, just to
women.
let
It
go.
never
Just to
ends.
let go. Hold on. I'm not saying you don't do.
I mean, she
I'm
was
not saying
pushing
you
by her
don't look
career.
beautiful. But you talking about a 30-plus-year-old woman that's out here compete with 20-year-olds. I do not compete with people in their 30s and 40s because that's their beauty, their youth. They should rock it. And that's more telling of him if you feel that way, not necessarily of her. And let's just be real here. They've been together a long time, but they were not married. I don't believe they were married. I think they were just together for a long time.
Well, that could be another issue. Like, damn, this man ain't married me. Like, he just break up with me easy. He fell in love with one Wildin' Out girl, and he's on Wildin' Out. What if he just replaces me with a new model? He ain't married
But that's
me.
on her. But that's on the individual. See, that's why I'm a big promoter of marriage. Because I mean, I was a long-time girlfriend after my marriage. I was with someone for 13 years up until 2020, and then we parted ways. But the thing is, when does that search for beautiness and happiness, it doesn't end. You will never ever be 100% happy. You think I don't go out here and see some 25, 30-year-old girls that's banging it, but I'm like, I've been there, done that. That's rocket. I mean, they using it the wrong way because a lot of them go unmarried at 40. But I'm just saying,
Yeah, that's what
but for the most part, when does that search for beauty end? I'm not, me at 50, I take very good care of myself. I go to a skincare specialist. I get my hair done. I go to the gym. I got my Peloton bike, which only works out your heart, by the way. It don't work out nothing else.
Right.
I got weights, but I'm saying, I take care of myself to the best of my knowledge. That's all you can do. Yeah, that's all you can do. So as her, look, I don't see him not leaving her anyway. I see he was still with her. So
yeah, I get it. Sometimes it starts eating you up inside, and you just start thinking like, what if? So Pod City, what are your thoughts?
Pod City? I'm with her. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you hear me? No. Hold on.
Can you hear?
You can hear me?
Yes.
He can't hear us.
All right. So yeah, I'm with her. I'm with her where like the it's the culture right now where everything's too vain. Everything's about beauty. Everything if you don't feel beauty, or if you didn't get hollered at today, or somebody didn't say you were cute on your DMs, you don't feel beautiful. You're all depressed. It's like the culture of this is getting too out of hand. I would blame it on OnlyFans, IG, and her career. Because I mean, DC did have 3 children with her. Like, you don't just keep having children with somebody you don't like, that you don't love. So, and then the default answer when anything goes wrong with a female is just always.
Dudes have children with women that they don't want to be with, or end up not wanting to be with every day.
I mean, yeah, but not in that, and not in that public sphere though. Like, you know, like I don't know, like it's genuine to me. I don't know. I never really seen them together, so I can't really comment. But this and then this been going on. Was she a woman of color, by the way? I don't really know who she was.
I think she was part. Yeah.
She white and black. Her mother's white and her father's black.
That's another thing.
Her mother abandoned her. Like, you know, they left
we have a history of scarring in our, you know, genetics and our ethnicity, and there's no quality assurance when it comes to hospitals, yo. Like, we assume that there is. Like, they make the numbers like, oh, does the surgery go equally as good for the white man as the black man? But they don't. So we assume that, but like we gotta be careful when we going under the knife. Like, Ye's mother died the same way over beauty. Like, what are you doing?
You're right.
Like, I'm sorry to mention Ye, but you know, it is what it is.
So real quick before we get to Stan, I need more contributors. We have not gotten to 10 yet, so I need either drop a super chat, drop a cash app, or buy my card game. The link to buy my card game is all through the chat. And if you're on Facebook people, the link to buy my card game is at the top of the video. It is over the title of the video, so you know where the link is also. So buy the card game, buy my card game, buy my card game. You will not regret it. It is a product that you will absolutely love. And when you buy my card game, you will be instantly on my email list, and you'll be able to get the opportunity to get my next game that is coming out. I have a mother-daughter card game coming out next. But go ahead, Stan.
Hey, what's up, Coach? What's up, Cookie?
What's going
What's
on?
up, everybody? I done much. Just want to call in, and I like the show. About to go to work. I just want to add some few things. What Cookie said was right about the hormones. I also want to add in, like, check out the blood diet as well. So if you know your blood type, you know exactly what not to eat, what to eat.
Yes, sir.
And that helps out a lot. And Coach, for you, like, always get a trainer, because sometimes the trainer with your age, your training the gym changes. So in my 20s, I went every day. So in my 30s and my 40s, I just need to do like probably 4 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then just stay active. So I'm always active. So everything I do, I just be active and not worry about the weight, and I watch what I eat, and that's it. So like, having a trainer helps out. So if you want like bigger arms, everything else, just have a trainer, and, you know, don't spend crazy amount of money. But, you know, for men are getting surgeries as well. And it's one of those things where I don't think this is not going anywhere, because everybody's going to get a surgery, because it's, I won't say not easy, but when people are less patient, who don't want to work, and they're not accepting who they are, surgery is the way to go.
That and lack of education, like, about your body.
Yeah.
But how much of that is like envy?
A lot of it
that all turns into envy.
All of that's great.
A lot of it is.
Yeah.
A lot of I'll say all of it is envy.
Because I'm gonna compare us to like other animals, like let's say cows, right? Mm-hmm. So you guys know about the Kobe cow. It's like the rarest, you know, beef, Kobe beef, right?
Yeah.
It's rare like that because the cow's fat is marbleized in a certain way by its genetics that's always gonna be like that. And they keep that cow, you know, just with its species, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we just be looking at some everybody else's plate too much, yo. Like we're not celebrating people's differences. Somewhere around the line, when where that model came through, where everybody's equal. Yeah, everybody's equal, should be treated equally with respect. But not everybody's equal. You're taller than me. I'm shorter than you. You know, people are wider, slimmer. Hey, that's what it is. But you know what? They got different capabilities, though. One person can sprint. One person can run long distances. So we just like, I don't like. It's getting old. Like the vainness of it all. Like that's where I'm at.
You know, the sad part about all this, a lot of the women, I don't know if when they get plastic surgery, I can't tell the difference because they all look alike. Everybody look like a Kim Kardashian. And it's like, you gotta go to the
Hey,
same
listen, I'm
place.
cheating on Beyonce, yo. So it don't even matter how fine you are. It's about how you treat me.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
but I
true.
think but I wish that we go back to the standard of the 90s where like it was so many different types of women. You had your pick.
Yeah, that's true.
It was
Yeah,
like you had your, you know, we were in our teens, you had your teens, you had your 20s. Women in their 20s didn't look like the women in their 30s. You know what I'm saying? The 30-year-olds didn't look like the 40-year-olds. The 40-year-olds
and there was
didn't look
different
like the
types of
50s.
sexy too. There was different types of sexy. Like what happened to the Aaliyah sexy? What happened to that?
Right.
Yeah.
The Leah sexy, the T-bars sexy, the left eye sexy. Like those are the type of women personally that I like. And none of those three women have big booties. The young Sanaa, the loving basketball Sanaa Lathan sexy.
Yeah, man.
None of them women
Oh my
have
God,
big
the girl
old
next
booties.
door, man. What?
Yeah, none of them had big booties. None of them had, and I that's my type. I love that type. Yeah, I
And the
agree.
big booty types, that was the video vixen. They had their own categories.
Yeah.
It didn't cross over. It was like, yep, you're a
Yeah.
video vixen, you had that, or you're a pinup model, you had that.
Uh-huh.
And then you had your HBSCU girls who was in Jet magazine. I don't know if you guys remember that. But every
Yeah, I
week
remember.
it was like, ooh, I want to go to that school this week.
Well,
Yeah, I remember.
And that,
yeah,
man.
absolutely.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, we all, it was like the standard of beauty. And I don't know what happened, but it's weird to me that we're looking to white women for beauty when black women have their own looks. And I don't, when I see like a music video, I don't know if you guys remember Ghost Town DJ's My Boo.
Yeah.
And it was like, and I show that, and it's like, yeah, like back in the day, black women had their own fitness. When black women work out, it had a different look.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a white women look. It's because our bodies are different.
Mhm.
And I don't know if we can get back to that or not, but I mean that's stuff we have to be honest about. And if you never work out, it's like it's kind of hard for you to demand your body to change if you don't work out. If you've been a box shape or round shape since high school and you went to college and guess what? It adds on. You're still a box, but you're a bigger box or bigger pair.
I agree.
Then you go to your 30s, you're up here eating a large pizza by yourself every 2 days.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? Like,
yeah.
But that's okay. Then homie can have an ill personality, be real funny, and pull all
And
the
have
ladies.
some money.
And pull
And
all
have
the
some money.
ladies. Not even, you know what I mean? And have some money. That's another tool too. But you know, sometimes not even then.
Yeah.
Pull
You're the
all
financial
the ladies.
BBL. But yeah, so all together, in our culture, I think social media is killing our women because women see. So it's like, I got daughters, so I just be looking at life and just be like, damn, I wonder what they go through, right? And I talk to my kids about what they go through, but my kids aren't necessarily the same. I mean, they're totally different than a typical woman, mainly because I raised them, so I can easily see that they're different. But a typical woman, regardless of how they look, they get on Instagram and they see these fine ass women. They see these lips, they see these butts, they see them shaking their asses. They see with Cash App in their bio. They see all these dudes liking them and heart eyes in the comments, and then they see you know, different links going to OnlyFans and stuff, and then you just like, how do I just compete with just this world of fine ass women? You know, and I can easily see a woman being like, it's just not fair.
No, it's easy. You know how they compete, coach?
Huh?
If I say hi to you, say hi back. Because guess what? You're in front of me. You know, like you're 3D action. Like you can't compete with something online.
Women
can be
compete with each other in a different way. They compete.
Yeah, like it's all competition is different because you're real. You're
Women
real
can be
person.
fighting right in front of you. You won't even notice.
I mean,
hold on. What Cookie? What'd you say?
I said, we have got to stop competing with illusions.
Illusion.
That's not real. That's a facade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the fact of the matter is, maybe one day those women on OnlyFans will find a man that'll love them on OnlyFans. But the envy of we got to stop envying that lifestyle. Like that's not something that you want to set. Like that shouldn't be goals. And I think that's tragic. You know what I mean? That's sad to me.
But you know, we've gone through this before.
The day you're an Instagram model or on OnlyFans, you're stuck out there for the rest of your life because ain't nobody gonna abuse you.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of them don't.
Like
a lot of them don't get married. A lot of them don't get married. They'll be 40 years old. You ask them.
They can't get married.
I'm a big believer. Yeah, they never been married. Like, have you ever been married before? No. I mean, it's like, okay. And I'm not against women who don't marry.
For any woman watching, just know that OnlyFans models don't have no man, and IG models don't have no man. So if you're admiring or trying to want to be like a woman that don't have no man, you're a dumbass.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, Chaos was right for what he said earlier about bringing back shame. He's super right about that, but that's not our jurisdiction. That's not the man's jurisdiction. That has to be the other women in the community, or in the culture, or in the community, or in the family to check that. Because a couple of decades ago, I couldn't bring a hoe to my grandma's house. Are you out of your mind? Nowadays, you bring a hoe to your grandma's house, they're all gonna team up together.
We're not bringing.
They're gonna team up together, and they're gonna say it was your fault. You shouldn't knew.
We're not bringing them to our grandma's house. We just smashing and bashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to. Say something. Oh, go ahead, sir.
There was an example that happened in my family where it was my uncle that brought a hoe to the grandma's house, and then that wasn't happening. So that's why. I said that.
My son.
That wasn't happening. That shit was show.
But hey, I just want you guys to know.
Hold on. Go ahead, Stan.
Hey, I just want you guys to know. Just remember, we've gone through this before. I don't know if you guys remember glamour pics.
No, I don't know. What is that?
See, the ladies remember this. They took this picture, but the cameras was like so dimmed and fuzzy, and they made
shots.
Glamour shots, yes. It was the
before, the other one in the side. The double shot.
Online. But you went to a studio, all these photos, and they used to post them all over MySpace. But then when you met the actual woman in person, you're like, yo, this is not it. But that's the the goal of, like, when you meet somebody online, the end result is I got to meet you in person. So if you're not willing to meet me in person, then it's a waste of my time. So,
well, women want to be attractive, which means somebody that somebody wants to be with. But I think the biggest problem women have, they don't know how to keep a man once they attract the man. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the biggest problem. And a lot of times that's emotional and not body. A man is attracted to your body, but the way you keep a man is how you deal with your emotions, and women be too emotional and all this other stuff. And you know, a man to just be like, I ain't trying to deal with that shit, or scare him away, or she scares herself away and she runs because she's scared that he's going to leave her. So sometimes women are afraid a man is going to leave her, so she runs before he can leave her because she thinks it's going to happen at some point.
Wow.
Right.
That's
Yeah, the
sad.
fear that women have on getting cheated on is just through the roof. Like as if we're gonna get home pregnant. Like what the, you know what I mean? Like
It's
what the heck is
normal to get
the
cheated
fear
on,
of our
though.
women getting cheated on?
It's
But
normal to
you
get
know
Like
what
cheated
every
though?
on.
woman gets cheated on, but our women, they take it to a whole nother level. Yeah,
Hold
like we
on,
But you
gotta be
know
Arissa.
honest about that.
Hold on,
Like
Arissa.
we'll throw away the baby with the bathwater for that.
Arissa.
But you know what? I'm sorry. I was gonna say this. That bothers me because for women to say that they're the most abused, the first thing they talk about is cheating. So it's, but yet they don't ever talk about that in a relationship. They don't say, well, if a guy hit me, I'ma leave. They always talk about this cheating. Always talk
Right.
about this cheating.
Right,
But they really
right. What
talk
is
about the alleged abuse that they go through. And that was supposed to be
Mhm.
higher. That's just listen to them talk. Every
You
time
know
they talk, I'm
why?
like, okay.
Because if a man hits you, that's between you and a man. I'm not saying it's right, but when
Right.
a man cheats on you, it's between the man and another woman. So now she's like, you finna leave me for her. Why is she better than me? See, when y'all just fighting or whatever, not saying it's right, it's between you and him. In a way, he still, it's like this. He wouldn't be doing this to you if he didn't want you, in a woman's mind.
Mm-hmm.
But he
Mm-hmm.
would cheat on you because he didn't want you. So
we
the
cheat different
cheating
though.
makes a woman feel like he doesn't want me. But if a woman is doing all these bad things to her, she may actually think, well, apparently he really wants me because why is he doing this?
And
No
I'm
way.
not gonna speak for some of the men here.
You
Look,
sleeping. Okay,
a lot of times now, I'm not a cheater, but I did slip up once or twice, and it wasn't like I purposely. No, she was really look. I'll take responsibilities. That day, me and the girl, we got fights. Everything was bad. The other woman came in, and all I remember was the red skirt, some thighs, and and I went in. I was just like, oh my god, it was like
Mm,
heaven. But it wasn't like I was in love. I
but
was gonna
that's
leave my
lust.
girl. The other woman, she had a fiance. After I found out later, so
Wow.
she wasn't gonna leave her stuff, her situation. Her thing for me was like she just wanted to have fun and break me down, and
yeah.
just and that was her. It was just a fun thing for her, and for me, I was like, oh my god. The best advice I was given was like, don't say nothing, like just let it go,
Yeah, we
and
cheat
and
out
that's what
of
I
lust.
did.
We cheat out of lust. They cheat because they got conquered. So I guess like when we cheat, they feel like we really love that woman. Is that what it is, ladies?
Yeah. Because we're emotional. Women are emotional. So when we look at cheating, we're like, oh my God, you've been with her and all that stuff. When I know, because I have 4 sons, so I know that men can fool around with you and don't even want you. You giving them what they want. They want that. Then if you the woman that spread them open for them, they're gonna take it. It's just how it is. So,
Accept it.
like I
Accept it.
tell
Not
people,
take it. Accept it.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Accept it. I gotta say it that way because Lord, they'll be down there like, oh my God, what you did.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just saying, I never really been big on the cheating thing because men and women do it too. So I don't really put a lot of emphasis on men cheating when women out here. I mean, come on, prostitution is the world's oldest profession. So,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really get into that. I haven't really dealt with that too much in my life outside of the guy I was engaged to before, but my guy of 13 years, we never gone through that issue. My ex-husband, we never gone through that issue. Um, but I do know women who worked out relationships through affairs and stuff, but then they turn around and had them too. So that's why I don't
Yeah.
get big on that. When women are overly emotional with affairs, I don't care about that. I care if you lay your hands on me. That's me.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah,
I
I don't
agree.
believe in cheating, man. Just stay loyal, even though you're gonna
Yeah,
be
and,
the most
and just
responsible.
before anybody hits me on IG, I'm not a cheater. That's not what I do. I barely can
Don't
remember
go
my
out of your way
own
to cheat.
address. My car tells me where I live, I'm the worst cheater because I'm not gonna remember nothing. Do not come for me in my inbox. Don't do it.
You so funny.
No, you had to put the disclaimer out there. I don't want nobody coming after me
You
trying to
do.
like, when men cheat, like, no. This happened. It was a slip up. That's not what I do. Now, I play the field. I can teach you some classes on that one. But in a relationship, I'm pretty much monogamous and I'm faithful and I keep it at that. Like I said, I just had 2 slip ups in my life and that was it. But yeah, just don't inbox me and ask me no questions. I'm good.
He
All
lying,
right,
but it's okay. He lying, bro.
I was about to say where the lie detector test is coming. That was a lie.
A whole lie. So real quick,
Funny.
hold on, real quick. Would y'all like to play answer a couple questions from my card game?
Sure thing. I got like 10 minutes. I got to go to work, but I could do one. Yeah.
All right, Cookie, you or me?
Huh?
You want to ask a question since you got it, or you want me?
You're mediating. I'll do it.
All right, so let's. All right, so describe. Describe an example of a toxic relationship you've been in, and how long did you stay? And for those who don't know, this is my Deeper Discussions card game, and the link for the card game is in the chat. And a lot of people have already bought the game and they are having fun. Cookie has it right in front of her. I have it. So if you have not bought a card game, buy it now. But that is the question. Describe an example of a toxic relationship you've been in, and how long did you stay? Go first, Stan, since you say you got to go.
Okay. I can't plead the fifth, huh?
Nope.
All right. I had an on and off girlfriend. I think almost close to 8 years, and it was like I got a summer internship. I was in Oakland. She was in Oakland.
Years.
Oh yeah. I dated other women in between the 8 years, but that was not the question. So this what happened. I didn't know she had a boyfriend. We had a double date, so I brought everybody upstairs to her apartment, and her boyfriend was there, and he's a professional basketball player, which I didn't know. And she kissed me in front of the boyfriend, and the boyfriend punched a hole in the wall, and she called him all types of names and told him kicked out, and he was crying and all this stuff, and I was just like, oh. But I still went on a date because she was my girlfriend first.
Damn, you had a story to tell, huh?
Wow.
You had a story to tell.
Oh.
Shout out.
That was a story.
And to this day, my friend who on that double date, she would never let me forget it because she said we all could have been killed.
Yeah.
To this day, she
Who
never
pulled
let
out
me
the
forget
gun?
that. Yeah.
All right, so who's next? The question is, describe an example of a toxic relationship you've been in, and how long did you stay? Okay, Cookie.
Okay, I was in a relationship with a guy. It didn't start out toxic. I believe he started abusing alcohol and drugs somewhere in between 7 and months to a year.
Okay.
And his attitude towards me changed. He got really aggressive. And I think it was because he wasn't able to get accomplished what he wanted. And my career was going okay. Or it was just he was intoxicated most of the time. And I wasn't used to that. So I didn't really know that that's what was wrong. So he swung on me, weaved, called my dad, immediately left. He ended up in jail. So I stayed probably a year and 2 months before the toxicity just boiled over. I was like, nah, this ain't.
Yeah.
I'm not doing no rehab. I'm just call my dad. So
okay. So I'll go next. I had a toxic relationship where I thought she was cheating on me. And okay, actually, it was even worse than that. We was living together, and she thought I cheated on her during Freaknik, but I didn't. Right? We just stayed out all night because Freaknik just lasted all night. So I came home like when the lights, like like it was morning time. So she just assumed that I, was cheating on her, but I didn't cheat. Freaknik just lasted all night, and it was just crazy. Freaknik was nuts. People would still be in traffic 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So Freaknik was just so crazy. We was just still out and just having fun. And I come home and she accused me of cheating. I'm like, I ain't cheating. You can smell my dick. I ain't do nothing. Da da da. I don't believe you. Da da da. Right. All of a sudden, there was a neighbor in the same building. He was an older guy. Because at this point, I think I was like 16, 15, like something like that. Right. I was like super young. And the dude was probably like 25, 30. Right. Grown man. And it just seemed like he was smashing my girl. Like it was just certain signs, and it's a possibility that she was just trying to do stuff to make me feel like she felt, right? So I literally started sleeping with a girl in the 2 buildings down. So
as one does. Fuck it.
I literally, I don't know if she was sleeping with the dude or not, but I felt like she was sleeping with a neighbor. So I knew a neighbor that wanted to talk to me. So I slept with a neighbor, and we just, it got so bad. That's where we broke up. I left. I took my name off the lease, and I moved back with my mama, right? And me and her was somewhat just trying to fix things, right? So I was no longer living there, but I would be over there, right? And I didn't live there no more, and we wasn't together. And one time we in the house, I'm in the house with her, and her sister lived there. Her sister moved in after I moved out, right? So her sister's there, and next thing you know, I'm over there chilling, and somebody knock on the door, and the sister comes in and was like, with a crazy look on her face, somebody's here to see you. And I'm like, who's here to see you? Right? So she looked like she just seen a ghost. So she's walking up to the door, and I'm walking behind her like, what the hell is going on?
Oh, God.
It's a dude. And he's like, hey, he thinks she's single because she is single. So he's just standing there, don't even know that I exist. And it's like, hey, so-and-so here. I look at her, and she's just like, like, oh shit, right? So I went and just got my overnight bag, and I just grabbed the bag, and I was like, I'm out here. She jumped on my back. We spinning around. She like, no, don't leave. I'm choking because I got the bag. I'm trying to leave, and she's going like this. And the dude is still at the door looking at us fighting in the living room, spinning around while she on my back. And we're spinning around, and I still see the dude at the door standing there. And I'm like worried about if the dude is going to try to jump on me or something. So I can't focus on her because the dude won't. He's still standing there. So I'm like, who is this dude? And and I'm looking at the dude, and I'm like, get off me. And I'm like, why is this dude still standing there? Any situation like that, you'd be like, yo, I'm finna get out of here. He was just like, just waiting for us to stop fighting. And I'm like, so I literally like get her off me, and I just walk past the dude and just get in my car and drive away. And I'm crying and literally, because even though we ain't together no more, it's a dude at the door, right? It killed me. Even though I don't cheated, she probably cheated, probably didn't. It killed me. I remember I was listening to Escape. Drive away.
Wait, which song from Escape? Which one?
I don't remember the name of the song, but I'm not gonna sing it. But yeah, I remember.
That story was sad as hell.
Yo.
Relatable though. You should have stayed.
I was the one that was the terrible person. Huh?
Well, that wasn't no relation. That wasn't a toxic relationship. That was toxic waste.
Toxic waste. You just don't know. We in the living room, like fighting. She's literally on my neck, just like you're not going nowhere. And I'm literally,
if you're gonna stand there,
like a monster's on your back. And I'm trying to get her, and we're spinning around, and the dude is just standing there, like waiting his turn.
Yeah, it's not a good feeling when the other guy is there.
He was waiting for you to get kicked out. That's what the hell. What that was. He was in the right. That was the guy she was fucking.
Audacity of this dude that feels comfortable enough to wait for me to leave. And I leave. I almost didn't want to leave because he's waiting for me to leave.
You should have stayed. You should have stayed.
Stay and do what? What am I going to do if I stay?
That was the closure he needed. That was the dude. That was the closure he needed. That was the dude.
Yeah.
It had to be the dude.
Confirmation.
That was the dude. How long had you been gone?
No, we broke up. So she could have been, I didn't know she was messing with somebody. And if she was, I would have never known, because you got to remember, when you and a woman live together and y'all get the place together and you break up and y'all, in your mind, is still your house.
Yeah, you don't bring people over there.
No, in your mind, it's still your house.
Yeah, but you don't bring people over there.
You left. What you mean?
But he's still going over there to visit. And
I'm still over there, though.
Yeah.
You should have got her back.
No. Y'all, ladies, you guys
he
like,
was young. He was young. He moved in her place.
Let's be friends.
You know, move in a girl's place.
That's what I'm saying. He moved out.
No, he moved out because it didn't work out, but the relationship was still happening and there was sex involved.
Stop. I know that's Stop it.
He still moved out.
Girls ain't having that. Once you take your stuff, you're done. You're done.
When you over there and you don't even have to have sex because you just over there, we just over there. You know, it's one thing. I'm like, we having sex, and I'm like, I still don't like you, and I'm leaving, and we just have sex. No, I'm over there, like it's my house.
You trying to rekindle, or you just over there?
I was just over there. I don't.
He had clothes there too.
It's my house.
Yeah, still his.
It's still my house.
I plead the fifth. Who's in the
You on the lease? You on the lease? Were you on the lease?
I took my name off the lease.
Oh yeah.
But she moved her sister in. But she moved her sister in, which means that it was still his house. She moved her sister in. Is Mr. Let Go house still? He had a bag there.
Thank you.
He had a bag in the house.
So you understand, it was still my house.
Still his house and still his girl.
He had a whole bag. He had one bag.
No argument.
There was a lot of stuff in that bag, Cookie.
Okay.
It was a bag that stayed over there.
Yeah, and he christened the whole house.
It ain't like I brought the bag. I'm just saying, it was. Yeah.
And the fact that you were so young is like, is he really telling this story about a teenage love affair? Okay, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, and then there was another time that same girl, I came back and we ended up rekindling, and because I needed to know who the dude was and why
Oh
he
my
did it,
God.
right? So the sister was like, no, he ended up leaving and he didn't come in the house. And I asked the neighbor, like, yo, because it was a whole bunch of calamity. So everybody was standing outside and stuff. And the dude, so I had witnesses say the dude left, so he didn't come in the house. So I
You
was like,
see,
okay.
I was right.
You
It was
did a
his
whole
house.
investigation.
I was right. I
So
was right.
since the
It was
dude
him.
left,
With
I was over
somebody
there.
you dumped.
That's
So
wild.
look, so
That's
look,
wild.
just to go. So this it gets worse. So
This
I
is
end up throwing her off, right, and just leaving, right. So she tells her brother that we was fighting. It was a fight, but I was just trying to get her off me, right? So so she said she don't call her brother, right? Think about it. She got a whole dude outside. She want to call her brother. That means she's still into me. So I come back over here to talk to the brother, like, bro, I ain't do nothing. Like, I'm trying to get my bag. So I'm telling her what's going on. He swings on me. So we out there fighting. I don't beat the brother up, right? So the sister that is there comes outside. I'm dead serious. Comes outside with a ceramic cat, trying to hit me with the cat. You know how the little ceramic cat just sitting on the coffee table? She picks up the butt. She got the butt end of the ceramic cat. So she got the cat's little neck. So she got the butt end of the ceramic cat. So she's chasing me around the courtyard. I'm like, yo, get your sister. So now the brother is like trying to catch me and they trying to dump me. And I can't get to my car because I've got hit in the head. So I run around the corner because I can't get in my car because I ain't got time to be, because back then you gotta like put your key in the actual lock to unlock the car. It wasn't like chirp, chirp. You literally had to put a key. Some of y'all don't know, back in the day, you had to put the key in the door and then unlock the door. And it's a button. So I didn't have time to do that. So I ran around the corner. And I went over the girl's house that I was cheating on because I didn't know where else to go. And I stayed over there.
That was your house too. You have two houses.
This got awful. No.
Wasn't it horrible?
So since I was over the girl's house for a certain amount of time because I couldn't get to my car, they busted windows out of my car.
Yeah.
Oh, the story wasn't finished?
Because I was with the girl that I was cheating on because I didn't know what else. I couldn't get my car. I was trying to just wait, and it had started raining, and I came back out, and this is why
was the cat in the car?
Huh?
Did they use the cat?
Yeah, she used the ceramic cat to bust out one of my windows. And then it started raining. And then I come back out like crying again, like, what are y'all doing? You're ruining my life, and by this time, everybody just mad. They just don't nobody want to fight no more. So all three of them looking at me, I'm out in the rain, like, what are you doing? Like, just going off like I'm Tyrese or something. What more do you want from me? I'm crying in the rain. And yeah, it's
That's freaking hilarious.
She comes out in the rain and we hugging in the rain. And
what? Those are hugs?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
But
Mr. Let Go.
Her mama ended up coming over there talking to me. I ended up leaving, but yeah, it was crazy.
Mr. Let Go, you are true. You are okay.
Hey, yo, you still in love with her, don't you? You still in love with her.
What happened? What?
You're a true Nigerian king.
That was a whole comedy drama.
Yeah.
The Nigerian bloodline showed up.
I should have never went back over there. Because when I went,
I was in the out in the rain.
Because I went back over there to explain to the brother, like I didn't do nothing because she lying on me, and the sister was able to vouch for me. You know what I'm saying? But
But then
he's swinging on me anyway. Huh? No, the sister, like, he ain't do nothing because I was here. He swings on me anyway. But when I beat up the brother,
who picked up the cat?
the sister, when I beat up the brother because he swings on
that's
me.
both their brother. I get it.
It's both their brothers. It's two sisters and one brother. So the brother, he's already mad. So he turns around and tries to, you know how one of them dudes who like, I ain't like this dude anyway.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but when I beat up the brother, now the sister hates me because I don't punch the brother in the face. So yeah, it was crazy. All right. So
yeah, give me a second. I gotta get a bit.
All right. So the question is, describe an example of a toxic relationship you've been in and how long did you stay? And to the people who are watching, if you don't drop a super chat or drop a cash app or buy my freaking card game, I know something. Freaking, what is y'all doing? But go ahead. Who's next? I'm gonna hit y'all with a ceramic cat if y'all don't contribute to the channel.
I don't think I've been through that much drama, but you know, I will say the guy I was engaged to, you know, was a horrible father. And I say that because I had just moved from Michigan to Charlotte, North Carolina, and we were planning a wedding. So he has 3 kids, 2 by one woman, and another child by someone else. So his child, his kid's mom, that's the mother of 2 of his oldest kids. She called me and said, you know, she was going to bring the kids over. And I said, fine, why not? Because she really needed them to stay with us, basically, because they were giving her a hard time. And I said, fine. I mean, I didn't care. And so I told him, I said, you know, such and such is bringing the kids over. He was like, no, she not. And if they at home when I get there, I'm going to make them wait in the garage because she didn't talk this over with me. And I'm like, okay, but still, I'm not going to make your kids wait in the garage. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
And there's no way I'm going to do that. So, yeah, that was pretty bad. That was like my thing. Like, okay, she's the bad guy of this wedding. The wedding was a month away at the time. I had already sent out save the days, had a bridal shower and everything. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be caught up in that. And do you know, because that happened we was engaged 2006, 2007, when we broke up. Don't you know the mother and I were still good friends? And also his daughter, we still good friends. I supported her in her business. We still communicate. Sometimes, you know, we keep up with each other on social media and stuff. Yeah. He used to try to get me to say that she was such a bad person and a bad mom. But in reality, it was him. You didn't get along with your mother. You didn't get along with your kid, the woman that you chose to make 2 kids with, you know. And so when that happened, yeah, that was it. But luckily for me, I met somebody else in the 2007, and we stayed together up until 2020. We actually moved to Atlanta together and stuff. He and I are still good friends.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the most toxic one, was that engagement. I didn't really have too many issues with my ex-husband to the point where I'm gonna talk about it like that, but because we are divorced, and he's been remarried 20-some years, so no disrespect to him. And then my ex has, you know, we still communicate, but we both see other people right now too. But yeah, that was the most toxic one, was a guy I was engaged to. That was it for me.
And I do want to say this. I stole her mama. She's my mama to this day. I stole her mama.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in the other way, but you mean like mama, hey mama, okay, good.
Yeah, she's still my mama.
I was about to say, and I'm a log off.
I stole her mama. And her mama, this was like last year. Her mama, my mama called me and was like, "Yo, baby mama over here," because she had a daughter. She's not my child, but her daughter still calls me daddy to this day, because I'm so much of a wonderful boyfriend and daddy, stepdaddy. So
yeah, okay.
So she was like, "Yo, baby mama over here." So I come over and just to hang out, you know, probably, you know, see if I can smash or something. I don't know. So we over there talking or whatever. And she was just like, "How are you still here? Like, I don't understand. Why are you still here?"
The brother.
No, ex-girlfriend was like, "How are you still in the family?" You know?
Yeah.
I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, stop hating. That's you just mad I stole your mama." And
Dude, you must be
Oh my
100%
God.
Nigerian. That's a Nigerian move.
That is hilarious.
Boy, you full of spite.
I'm like, you just mad I stole your mama. She was.
Took the mama and the baby.
I said,
you are hilarious.
Hey, I'm just
Good
saying.
job. Good
I gotta add
job.
that to my arsenal.
I get the last laugh. I'm gonna steal your whole mama, and you're gonna be like, because she lived in New York, so I have more access to her mama than she does, and her mama listens to me. So she, for example, she like, you need something, mama? Oh yeah, you want me to send you something? I'll just ask Aaron. She's just like, oh my god, yeah.
That's messed up.
So I got a last laugh. I stole her mama.
I love it.
damn.
All right, so who's next? Oh, and shout out to Sharon D. Berry. Sounds like a Tyler Perry movie. Yes, it definitely was.
It did.
All right, so who's next?
Let me see. I guess I'll go. There was one time I was it wasn't really a girlfriend relationship, but it's like a vacation girlfriend. So I'm Dominican, so sometimes I'd go down there every couple years or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'd go down there. And it's a third world country, so like the rich people live with the poor people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting with this girl, and she's basically like, she's like, her parents are what like Heinz ketchup is here over there. So okay. All right. So she thinks she got me in the bag though. But I'm over here just, being a hoe. I'm I'm on vacation. So okay, but she's a cute girl and but she was a little, you know what I mean? I'm 17, she was like 15 at the time. So yeah, we're going back then. So okay.
I don't know. I don't know if we want to have this.
I
I
take
don't know.
He was still under 18.
Is that okay? So that's not okay. Go ahead.
He was legal.
Okay, keep going. Okay.
I already know what you was thinking. Go ahead, sir. We listen.
Yeah, I was 17. She was 15.
Okay, go ahead.
That was back then. So all right. So I'm out. So I'm out there, and so we go out. So that's kind of a thing, because it is a major difference though when you're that young. When you're that young, 17 or 15, it's kind of a big
So what
difference.
happened though? What happened?
So I'm thinking like, my mindset of it was like, yo, maybe she's a virgin. That was my thing back then. Like, yo, I don't want to get with a virgin and she's stuck on me type of thing. Okay.
What was so toxic about the relationship though?
So no, hold on. So we go on a date or whatever. She thinks she's with me, whatever. But I'm talking to the girl next door. Like she's my neighbor from behind my house. I'm talking to the girl in front of my house.
You fly to another country and what?
Yeah, so I'm from that country though.
Girl, or no? What? You're not even smashing a girl. So how is this a relationship?
This was a fun one. I don't want to go down like, my 11-year relationship with my BM and shit. That's gonna be too crazy, and it's not gonna sound sexy. So, anyways, okay. I take her out. I take her out. I'm with this girl though. I'm with this girl, and she thinks she's with me or whatever. But I'm interested in the girl across the street because she's not rich. She's like,
okay.
She's a
what
regular
happens?
girl next door type of thing.
What happens? What happens? Get to the what happens.
Basically, she catches me fucking the girl.
What?
First time I ever got caught. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you sped it up, so you took all the flavor out of it. So yeah, that's what happened. She caught me fucking a girl.
Okay.
What happened after that? What'd she do?
She shit. She didn't do nothing. She's fucking jumped on me. Broke it up. It was all blur, and cursed me out, all this other stuff. But
She's
you know what?
Dominican, right?
You know what?
No.
You know what? You know what though? The next day, she
Uh-huh.
got cool with me. Like, you know what I mean? She accepted my apology the next day.
Okay.
But the other girl, I never spoke to the other girl though.
Because y'all weren't even together, so it ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah, but you're young and
Did she
she's
take your
15, I'm
shirt?
17, and I'm only in the country once a year.
He was
Hey,
what?
Pod City, I'm Haitian. You're
He was
Dominican. We're
probably
the same
lying.
island,
He left
Hispaniola.
that part out because he didn't want to say
Yeah,
it.
you understand.
Yeah, did she do
You
voodoo?
understand when you
Did she do voodoo? Did she do voodoo?
I don't
Did
know.
she do what?
Did she do
Maybe the
voodoo?
girl,
Like she been nice.
maybe the other girl, maybe the girl
Right.
I was fucking, maybe the girl I was
Yo,
fucking. Maybe.
stop saying the F word, man.
Oh,
Like,
I'm sorry. I'm
goddamn.
sorry. My bad.
All right, so Chaos, what do you got a story or we good? Because I'm getting sleepy now. I'm about to go to bed. Chaos?
Chaos already sleep.
Chaos
He
on
probably
sleep.
sleep, right?
All right, y'all. I'm gonna go to sleep. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. This was fun.
Thank
It was
you.
cool.
It was good. Thank you.
All
For
right,
everything.
y'all.
Thank you, Mr.
Have,
Lego.
All right, nice meeting y'all.
thank
for having
you.
me, man.
All right, y'all have a good one. And for everybody watching, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, the link to buy my card game is in the chat, is at the top of the chat, and is also in the comment section. Make sure to hit the like button if you haven't already, and buy my card game. And I'll talk to y'all later.
Game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationship when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family. Deeper Discussion card game is meant to give you and other players deep understanding of how we all deal with relationship, when or if things get serious. One of the biggest reasons why people break up is because of underlying family issues. This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group, so have fun.
Question number 1. What is the one thing you wanted but didn't receive when you were young? Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad. What is the most annoying attribute about the opposite sex?
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. It'll even tell you what's wrong with your sneaky link. If you and your sneaky link need to have a conversation, these are the cards.
And you can fix yourself and
And
figure out the why.
The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out. after you-
durable.
Grandmother told me she wasn't too sure true love existed. Mom told me she was that guy more than a lover. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. Even in my younger years, tired of feeling lonely, eyes full of tears. Codependent, deep inside this resentment. Yeah, you'll be my girlfriend and I'll ignore my fears. See, I always been a hopeless romantic. You got a problem, let me fix it. I'm no mechanic, yeah. They say I'm the sex attract. Seems like I attract attached, yeah. How to get free when I'm a stranger. You're my real, you're my real, yeah. You know what I'm talking about. You're my real, you're my it's a friendship so devoted. Bone of my bones. All the mothers get demoted. You're my real. You're my. Now after 12 years, we still got a problem. Remember everything in the first word. We were ready for a takeoff. Heavy luggage, you took us from better to worse. Shared a problem with another, not highly suggested. It's like expecting a return when you never invested. No, even when I was younger, it's so hard to be single. What's the point of being married if I've chosen to mingle? I'll never do what my dad did to my mother, you to my mother. Like father, like a son that's asleep with another. Damn. But you can't, no, you can't lose what's yours. Felt like someone else took my spot. Now it's getting hot. I let a stranger in. Baby. On my flesh, it's a friendship so devoted. Bone of my bones, all the mothers get demoted.